Well, good morning, everybody, and happy 4th of July's weekend. Welcome to another Friday Bagel with Jane. So grab a coffee, grab a bagel, and let's have a real conversation here. So I've been thinking about something this week, and of course, this is how I come to my Friday Bagel. Um, is we spend a lot of time talking about relationship, our spouse, our children, our parents, our friends, our business, and everything else. But here's the question that I ask myself: what your relationship with yourself? What is your relationship with yourself? And that got me thinking because for years my relationship with myself looked like this. Everybody else came first, right? The boys, my parents, my family, my business, my work, and my friends, and whatever left, that's what Jane got. And honestly, I mean, that I thought that was normal. I thought that was the way a good wife or a mom, a daughter should do, supposed to do. So the wake up call wasn't overnight. It started basically a curiosity. Years ago when after my husband got sick and then my son back issue, it got me thinking about more about wellness in general. So I realized that I really didn't take care of myself. Again, I was taking care of everybody else first, and I think that taking a break or taking time to recover was selfish. And, I never stop and ask how you are doing, how am I really doing? And that was a strange realization, I have to say. And that didn't change overnight. And again, it began with just curiosity. What I can do better for my family. Not for me, still. Can you see the pattern? It's still not for Jane, right? My relationship with me is still not there, it hasn't developed. But it started with a spark of questions of what, curious about the aging. And, one after another, it kind of led me down the path of this more of holistic wellness, asking the right question, and then led me into a path of using the right tool, which I found X39 and again hydration with X2O. And, because it's not because I was looking for a product, it's just that um, it landed in front of me and it fit my lifestyle. And that what works. Whatever that works has to fit with your lifestyle, right? So I think my relationship with our relationship with ourselves show up in a different way. You just have to kind of ask question. Do you listen when your body is tired? Do we make time for your recovery? Do we schedule for a doctor visit? At least yearly for blood work, for checked up. And do you feel guilty when you rest? And do you believe that everybody else deserves more? That was heavy question. And if you when I look back and I thought about myself years ago, it's not I didn't have a good relationship with me, with myself. And the reason is not because I neglected myself, right? I didn't neglect anything. I didn't do anything harmful to my body to make me feel like I have a bad relationship with my body. So I was physically, emotionally, mentally, I was okay. I was good. Spiritually, yeah, I could do better. Looking back, I think I was naive. I didn't know what I know now. And again, that um, light bulb came about when I got down to this path of asking question about the wellness. So when I was younger, I feel like I could eat. I love food, so I always feel like I can eat anything. I wouldn't gain weight because I just was lucky that I could eat anything and I wouldn't gain weight. But little did I know, what I know now is not about weight that is causing the harm to your body. Is what you put inside that causing the harm, and everything else, your organs, your heart, and everything else in your body, inside internally, that you don't even know. And then come hydration. When you're thirsty, drink the water or whatever, right? And that's not true. I mean, by the time you're thirsty, it's done. You are too late. Well, not too late in a bad way, but yeah, your body already passed that threshold. And not all water is equated equal. And I there's a bad water and there's good water. And again, I didn't know that until I become more involved and asking more question and research and talk about it and listen to more, and of course with our X2O kind of get me my brain thinking even more. And then comes sleep. ah you know what, when you're tired you go to sleep, and then when you wake up, right? Well, that's not the case, is it? Your body needs sleep to repair, to recover. And I didn't think about anything of recovery. I didn't know anything about recovery. I just go to sleep when I'm tired. And I wake up and I still feel groggy. And that's because my body didn't go through that four stage of sleep. And especially the last two, which is the third and the fourth, is the deep sleep and the REM. So my body didn't have a chance to even going through the recovery. And of course, I didn't even give it 7 or 8 hours of sleep time. If 5 hours is good enough, because I stay up and do whatever I need to do, and I wake up and I go do the same thing, repeat. Not good. So I know better now. And what else? Supplement. Oh, goodness. I am one of those that would argue with anybody and said, I don't need any supplement. The food I eat is enough. Your body produces the supplement, the thing that you need. Who needs to spend money on those supplements? I was wrong, because the food that we eat now is so mostly contaminated, and your body can't take it's depleted with nutrients, and now your body can't take everything that you eat, and you don't eat enough anyway to get enough the nutrients to support your body. And then not all supplement are created equals, and you don't need all the supplement. I mean some, but there's some key supplement that your body don't produce, and it is a vital um, function to your organ. So there's certain supplement that you should look into and take. So, especially like magnesium or vitamin C and NAC. So things like that I didn't know. I know better now. I'm smarter now. And then the last one would be exercise. Again, I was small. I am small still, and I didn't think of weight. Exercise equal weight loss. I didn't need to lose weight, so therefore I didn't need to exercise. I was not athlete, so I didn't need to be stronger. I just go about my life living regularly. Well, again, I didn't know that exercise is vital to your health, well-being, and mental and physical as well. Because, and I'm not, this is not teaching. This is just fact that I gather, or my understand that I got throughout the years of asking and being curious about wellness and aging. So back to exercise. Exercise is good part of keeping your heart healthy, your lung, and then your bone and your muscle. Because when you are older, these are really important for your aging body to stay vital and young, right? So again, I did not know that. I just thought, yeah, whatever. So that's why I said I didn't do anything bad. I didn't have a bad relationship with my body or a relationship with myself, because I didn't know any better. So things that I neglect was not intentional, and they weren't bad, but I could improve, and I am improving, right? So As we head into this holiday weekend, and most of us already have planned. That's why it's this 3 days weekend. We have planned with family, friends, barbecue, yummy, and fireworks. Oh, my poor Toby is gonna go crazy. So here's my challenge. Somewhere this weekend, do one thing. This is just for you. No guilt, no apology. Not because, just because you matter too. So the older I get, the more I realize taking care of myself isn't selfish. And I say this all the time. Self care is not selfish. It's one of the best gifts I give the people I loved, saying that to them. Because when I feel better, or actually by taking care of myself, when I feel better, I show up better. And before I go, I'll leave you with the same question. What is your relationship with yourself? Because you spend your entire life with one person, you. So take good care of that person. Have a wonderful 4th of July weekend. I'll see you next Friday and for another bagel with Jane. And again, take care of yourself because you matter too. Bye now.